Presidential poll. We will stop any candidate convicted of crime, corruption from contesting NBA films. Can you imagine? You will stop any candidate convicted of crime and corruption from contesting. Is it Nana Daybreak? This guy there. I work for Nigerian lawyers. So all this why they are talking about articles corruption right from Obasanjo's government and Tinubu's drug case and all the issue with Alpha Beta in Lagos. I never see them. Yeah. Let's see what they have to say more. The Nigerian Bar Association on Tuesday said it will do all within the provision of law to stop any candidate that has been convicted of any crime by a competent court from contesting in the forthcoming election. The NBA, however, noted that what is obtainable at the moment were allegations which are yet to be proven and upheld by the court. The president of the NBA, Yakubu Mikayao, son, stated this in Abuja while addressing a press conference on the state of the nation. Speaking further on some of the candidates, he said, as far as we are concerned, they remain allegations that have not been proven against the threshold set by the law. The alleged involvement in drugs and corruption are mere allegations that have not been proven. Can you imagine? So at what point would they be proven? Who is supposed to prove them? If allegations are up and somehow can't NBA take it up and investigate it and come out and say, no, NBA has investigated and this is true. We cannot allow this to continue. At what point would NBA step in? Why you people? Can you imagine? And how can you come up with this kind of statement when election is just barely 2 weeks away? 3 weeks away from now. 3 weeks away from now, you are talking about stopping anybody. Do they have power to stop anybody at all? The politicians have pocketed the judiciary, right from the Chief Justice of the Federation down to the lowest court in the land. It's quite unfortunate. So if anyone has evidence of conviction of any of the presidential candidates, please make it available and we will take it up from there. Can you imagine? You are begging the populace, the public, to come up with evidence of conviction. Who is supposed to investigate it from beginning and drive it towards conviction? Things are swept under the carpet and you are coming out at the dying minute before the election to say you are ready to stop anybody. You can't stop anybody. Most lawyers in Nigeria are 419. They are just looking for somebody that will call them to corner and say, you see what? Don't make noise, take this. Don't make noise, take this. That is exactly what they're looking for. Their own recognition to have their fair share of the democratic proceed from the individuals. That is what they are looking for. Nothing. Just share recognition so that they can have some tip-off. They have not gotten their own all this why. That is what I see there. They don't have anything to offer. They don't have anything to offer. That is the truth. All right. So this is what NBA is saying through their NBA chairman, Yakubu Mikayao, saying that they will stop at nothing to stop any presidential candidate that is convicted on any corruption issues. Can you imagine? This is coming just 3 weeks to the planned presidential election that's supposed to hold by February 25, this month. All right, this is first. And now NBA is coming out now to say all the things that we're talking about, Tinubu and Atiku and all other politicians have all been mere allegations, they've not been convicted. And now begging or telling the public, anybody that has proof of conviction from anywhere should bring it forward, and then they will use the law to stop the person from contesting. They all have been allegations. Who is supposed to investigate the allegation, validate whether it is true or not, and take it up by the law to say, no, We have investigated this matter, even though it was not completely done before concluded. We need to know the truth and we need to conclude it now. Step in and do something constructive and waiting for people, for anybody that has been convicted for proof of conviction to come to you first. Why you don't trust these people? They're looking for their own. They're obviously looking for their own. We've got a few comments here from few individuals about what NBA is talking about. Somebody says confused bunch of liars that call themselves lawyers. If it were to be in other countries, these rogues would have been languishing in jail. What evidence are you people looking for? And from who? Femi Falana made it clear transparently, right? Obvious that those two people, AA and BAT, cannot be arrested. So they are above the law. What else are you people saying? You people have disappointed Nigerians. That is the truth, right? That is the truth. The so-called son and lawyers have disappointed Nigerians. They support where the money is. And that is why judiciary today, if you don't have money, you can't get justice. All right? It's the case of the highest bidder. The question is, what do you have to offer? Then you will have the best of service. That's what they're doing here. Quite unfortunate. Somebody says, story for the gods. How many of them have you stopped so far? Yes, now. They've never stopped anybody. So why are you coming now to tell us that you are ready to stop anybody? You can't stop anybody. Nigerian lawyers are the life wire of corruption in the judiciary. That is true. They are the ones ferrying money to some corrupt judges who sell judgment to corrupt politicians. All right. So with politicians, they have combined to ruin Nigeria. All right. You can see that since return to democracy, all those dead lawyers are now smiling to the banks because of state money corrupt politicians use to prosecute their endless political cases. Some people should stop taking advantage of the free spaces of the social media to write or talk nonsense. What evidence does NBA need when David Hundeyin has done them a favor by publishing classified true copies of some court cases involving some of the presidential candidates in foreign lands, making the public to remember the existence of a toothless bulldog is akin to going to fetch water in the savannah desert. We need to build a country where truth, equity, justice, and human rights exist. That is true. David Hundeyin, the young investigative journalist in United States, has brought out everything, classified information, all right, and they can't do anything about it, and are here talking. Are here talking. Hungry liars and corrupt like Tinubu, and I think that's what somebody's saying here. I say you are just being mischievous. You know quite well Tinubu had his drug peddling and money laundering case settled by forfeiture of proceeds, which in Nigeria is a direct indictment, but you choose to sidestep the fact. You are all fantastically corrupt, and that is true, right? That is true. That is true. They're all fantastically corrupt. So there are a few more of these comments here, but time will not permit me to share all of them. The fact is that if you look at the trend and summary of all the comments so far, everybody is saying the same thing. And what are they saying? The lawyers are not serious. NBA is not serious. That is the truth. So they're just coming here to talk at Toothless Bulldog. They are part of this corrupt system where if you don't have money, you don't have justice. All right. So they look for the highest bidder to support or the generate reports and see what favor those reports can bring to them. That is just what they're just trying to do. Generating reports to attract attention and see what can come to them afterwards. So that is what NBA is saying, that they will stop any presidential candidate that is convicted of any corrupt case from contesting this 2023 presidential poll. Let's have a comment and thank you for listening.